Hello everybody, it's me, Carmine DeStefano, the Bookman. Action movies. We've seen so many in recent history. Some have warranted their own sagas, some were individual movies, some were legendary, others not so much. But in 2008, 20th Century Fox added on to the list by giving us a movie about a secret agent looking for his kidnapped daughter, starring Liam Neeson. And this simple idea was entitled simply, Taken. Now, how did this action movie based solely on Liam Neeson's acting fare? Well, let's take a look at it together, shall we? So as was said, Liam Neeson stars as Brian, a former secret agent who is obsessed with details. And that, coupled with his job, pushed away his family, including his ex-wife.
Oh, Lenore.
Along with his daughter Kim, played by Maggie Grace. Now, Kim and Brian still have a relationship, but Lenore's being a pain in the ass. But she's gorgeous, so I'll let her get away with it. Later that night, Brian hangs out with his secret agent friends who talk about the old times. And one of them, Sam, offers him a job to bodyguard a pop diva. And who plays this pop diva? Holly Fowles.
Oh, I never laid a hand on you, my Georgia.
After a show, the fans break through the barricade and Brian tries to get her to safety. He then stops a potential attacker. Well, those are some keen instincts. How'd you come up with those?
Always remember, your focus determines your reality.
Ah. Later that night, she gives Brian her card and information to help his daughter who wants to be a singer. Although this part's not that important, I wanted to show Holly Valance in a bathrobe. The next day at lunch, Kim tells Brian she wants to go to France, but needs his signed approval. However, Brian's not too comfortable with it, so he offers her his services.
You won't even know I'm there. I'm very good at being invisible.
After all, he did teach Batman.
You know how to disappear. We can teach you to become truly invisible.
See? However, Lenore is being a pain in the ass, but she's gorgeous, so we'll let her get away with it. Brian later on gives in and takes Kim to the airport. As he helps her with her bags, he finds that she's actually going to follow U2 around Europe. If it's going to be any band, might as well be U2. He tells Lenore he's not happy with this, but Lenore is being a pain in the ass. But she's gorgeous, so we'll let her get away with it. So Kim goes to France with her stank friend Amanda. And the answer is... yes, I would! And there they meet Peter, who tricks them into taking a cab with him. Later on in Amanda's cousin's apartment, Kim gets a phone call from Brian, and while that's going on, she notices that Amanda's being kidnapped. So Brian moves right into spy mode. He tells Kim that in order to help his investigation, she needs to be taken. And she is. And then we get the phone conversation.
If you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Good luck.
That's kind of nonchalant. I know how I would react if Liam Neeson told me that on the phone. Hello?
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Later that night, Brian and Lenore find out from Sam that Kim was taken by a bunch of Albanians who turn women into prostitutes. So Brian goes right to France, investigates the apartment, and looks at some pictures and finds Peter, who's conning another woman into taking a cab with him. You know what that means?
What? Fight?
Brian beats up a guy, then chases down Peter. Unfortunately for him, Peter is... boom! The next morning, Brian talks to his French official friend, who tells him where the Albanians run their prostitutes. So that night, Brian goes there to trace the Albanians back to their base of operations. And upon investigation, he finds his daughter's jacket with this drugged up young woman. So he beats up some guys, shoots some others, starts a fire, and a big car chase. He takes the young woman back to a hotel room where he nurses her to health. And when she comes to, she tells Brian that she got Kim's jacket from a house with red doors. There, he bypasses Albanian security, finds a connection between them and his French official friend, along with the guy he spoke to on the phone. So you know what that means?
Round two.
right? He practically wipes out every Albanian in the house and then finds Kim's friend Amanda. And she ain't looking too good. In fact, she's dead. He electrocutes the telephone guy until he finds out that his daughter was sold to another guy. And then he fries Marco from Tropoja. Later that night, he pays a surprise visit to his French official's friend and then tells him,
I hope you're not involved in this shit.
What shit?
In case you ever want to know what a French woman saying what shit sounds like,
What shit?
there you go. Brian then shoots his friend's wife and threatens him in order to get the information he needs. Then he knocks out his friend for good measure. Brian goes to St. Clair's house, where he bypasses main floor security to go underground. Then he bypasses underground security to go into a woman auction. And the booth he goes into is the Mideasterns. Of course, it has to be the Mideasterns. And the last young woman being bid on is, you guessed it, Kim. So Brian threatens the man to buy her, and he does for $500,000. $500,000. So that's what it takes to get a virgin nowadays. Afterwards, Brian is captured, and he meets up with St. Clair. He tries to kill him, but instead, Brian kills everybody else, and then meets up with St. Clair. He gets the information he needs from him, and kills him. Brian then tracks down this boat that's taking his daughter away for good. He beats up everybody, shoots everybody else, and then has a gun and knife fight with this guy who he kills with a broken bottle. He breaks into the Sheik's room where he engages in a long, dramatic, intense, suspenseful stare down. Nah, maybe not. But he saves Kim and he brings her back home, and we end the movie with
My eyes are dark.
Holly Valance.
Oh, I never laid a hand on you, my.
So what did I think of this movie? I thought it was pretty good. If conflict is the root of all drama, then this had a lot of drama. Liam Neeson carried the movie, his performance was spectacular, but the other actors did a pretty good job as well. However, you got so into him killing and beating up everybody, you sort of missed the reason why he was doing it after a while. They didn't really develop the antagonists, the main antagonist sort of disappeared too quick, and then other antagonists were kind of thrown in there a little too quick as well. But overall, not bad. The writing was pretty good too. In fact, Liam Neeson had some great lines.
Now's not the time for dick measuring, Stuart. I push one button and 30 agents will be here before you have time to scratch your worthless balls. You could have made this much less painful if you had been more concerned about my daughter and less concerned about your goddamn desk.
We'll never get away with this.
If you want to live, you'll make sure I do. It was all personal to me.
Now, it's okay, it's entertaining, but compared to other productions that are made nowadays, it's a goddamn work of art. And besides, it's got two really great things that put it above so many other movies. Holly Valance.
My eyes are dark.
I thank you all for Holly Valance. I'll have more Holly Valance for you soon to come, so stay tuned, take care, and have a great Holly Valance. What did I just say?